From Lithuania to Pennsylvania, welcome and welcome back, my fellow fans of Clash of Clans from around the world. It is your host, Galadon, and in today's Clash episode, the fastest attack in all of Clash. That's right, I recently left my clan, created a new clan, named it Hog Rider, and invited anybody who wanted to join to come see if they could execute the fastest attack in all of Clash of Clans. Make sure you are subscribed, you have notifications turned on, and get in the live streams. I will share the URL here as well. Also, check my schedule. I try to stream every day except Saturday at about 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, so do your own calculations. We have players from around the world that join in, and in this case, it was a race to destroy my Town Hall 6. Yes, this very formidable, fully maxed out Town Hall 6 base. But the rules were, you could bring any troops you wanted, but you were not allowed to use your heroes or any spells. You had to rely completely upon your troop choice and, of course, whatever you brought as a siege machine and whatever was in the siege machine. And yes, super troops were allowed. Valkyries seemed like a good choice, but I don't know, there are so many other units that are going to move quickly through a lower level base. Also, hey, you know, a personal favorite of mine, sneaky goblins. They are super fast. They're going to roll in and absolutely annihilate any loot-bearing buildings. But therein lies the problem. They just go after all of the loot-bearing buildings first and leave the defenses and other buildings behind, like you see here. So extra credits for bringing one of my favorite troops to the battle, but this just wasn't to be. And as the night progressed, so did the armies. We saw them changing. We saw players attempt all sorts of different strategies. And of course, yes, somebody had to come in with Electro Dragons. And do you think? What do you think? What do you think personally would be the fastest army, right? Balloons? No, they're not very fast. Electro Dragons don't move quickly, but the chain lightning, oh man, yes, right? Destroying multiple buildings at once. And this was one of the faster attacks of the evening, but it wasn't going to be the winning army. Once we saw a couple of players use the fastest combination, then everybody started to copy that same attack. And that fastest combination ended up being super balloons, super loons, and, well, no, not Valkyries. It was a good idea, and I definitely had Valkyries on my short list of troops that would get in and do a massive amount of damage quickly. No, it's also not super Valkyries. That was a thought as well. And yes, I was allowing, obviously, anybody to bring in any super troops that they wished. We saw, again, more original ideas, and you know, it's good to have original ideas sometimes. Other times it's good to reuse a known strategy, like entering creator code Galadon before you make a purchase in any Supercell game. Hey, it helps keep the channel going. It helps keep the giveaways going as well. So thank you guys that are doing that. This was nearly the fastest attack of the evening, but it got faster. And yes, we went by replay time. You can see right there that we're checking the replay time. And I know that it's not necessarily the most precise way to do it because it only comes down to a full second, and some attacks were slightly faster than others. But yes, this is it right here on the screen. Super Loons and Super Wizards Optics, one of the two players that achieved a 3-star in 16 seconds. See it there in the freeze frame, just barely visible. That's right, Optics and Leo. Both of these players used the same exact strategy, and this kind of makes sense on a smallish base like a Town Hall 6. If you are deploying with multiple fingers from multiple angles, you might both end up with the exact same outcome, and that's what we saw. Both players there, you can just barely make it out, 16-second triples. So Galadon had to come up with something slightly more difficult, and that would be, yes, okay, so they did my Town Hall 6 base in, we brought in Galadon 7.0 and let both Leo and Optics have one attempt. No heroes, no spells. Yes, they could change their army. No, they chose not to. both brought the same army of super wizards and super loons. And as you can see here, they made quick work of the Town Hall 7. Obviously, having a maxed out army was a huge advantage. But right here, 21 seconds, you can just barely make that out. Optics sets the pace and Leo comes in having to beat 21 seconds if possible. And yes, again, you see the super loons, the super wizards were definitely the fastest in this case. Or were they? Would there be another army that you would have tried? If so, then maybe you need to make it to a future stream, because I feel like these fast-paced attacks give more people a chance to attack, and it just makes for more entertaining streaming. So I am planning on doing many of these lower level attempts for big prizes on future live streams. And yes, it's another tie. Leo and Optics both tied on the Town Hall 7 as well at 21 seconds. So the next chapter of the story comes in with, well, I moved up 2 this time. We brought in a Town Hall 9 with a Southern teaser style defensive layout, and many thought that these players would not be able to 3-star it without heroes and spells. And once again, Leo and Optics both chose to bring the super wizards and the super loons. Now you'll see that there are a couple of other troops here for Leo. You're seeing him focus and also realize this is a Southern teaser. So that Town Hall is going to be tough down at the bottom. Lots of defenses focused. The blimp, also a key. You see the blimp coming in from the top of the screen. And my initial thought was maybe you should try to get that blimp in from the bottom, get rid of those Teslas down there. And obviously you've got all sorts of really high hit point buildings right in the core, the storages and the clan castle. And Leo struggling or not, I don't know. Let's see how Optics does. It definitely wasn't going to be nearly as fast as against the Town Hall 7, but once again, it turned out it was going to be a 3-star. But these last seconds of the battle proved absolutely excruciating as we had to sit and wait for these units to get into the clan castle. Leo finally gets the job done, and as we go back to check the replay time and then freeze it right here, 49 seconds. So the time to beat from Leo against the Town Hall 9 base with any army, no heroes, no spells, was 49 seconds. But here comes Optics just trying to deploy a little more quickly, a little more efficiently, knowing that there is a beautiful Hog Rider statue on the line. And yes, completely free, shipped to you. You don't even need to give me your address. It's shipped to you straight from Supercell anywhere in the world, including the Philippines. And yes, Optics went with almost the exact same deployment. Here you can see super wizards inside the blimp take out the Town Hall, but once again, the time continues to tick mercilessly away with all of those big storages in the core of the base. Leo's time was 49 seconds, and as Optics wraps it up, it looks like it's going to be awfully close. Checking the replay, Optics is the winner with a 44-second attack against the Town Hall 9. Optics is awarded the Hog Rider statue, and I gotta say, it was a fun stream. We had a blast. Lots of people in the chat, lots of people in and out of the clan. Yes, I did kick everybody out of the clan after they had one chance. You only get one attempt, and then you got to move on. Next up, that's right, this is my beautiful and slightly unusual Town Hall 15 base. Galadon 15 point, Because, well, okay, it's probably the only Town Hall 15 in all of Clash of Clans to have no heroes. That's right, no heroes on the home village at Town Hall 15. How is this possible? Well, it doesn't matter. But you know what does matter? It matters what army you choose to bring if you want to take this down. I'm going to allow heroes and spells in the next fastest attack competition. And although this next competition will be over by the time this video is released on YouTube, the clan may still exist. We may decide to give away yet another prize. This time, we are giving away none other than a Barbarian... What? A Barbarian plush. That's right. So, Barbarian plush to the winner of the fastest attack. And this, like I said, the first Barbarian plush will go out this coming week, which is before this video comes out. But maybe there's a chance for a second one. If you check out the clan, you need to be online when the stream starts. I will start kicking people out of the clan to make room, and best of luck in winning your very own Barbarian plush, shipped to you free of charge anywhere in the world. Galafam, make sure you come by the live streams. The URL is right here. You can also watch them on demand. Now get out there, make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year. Thank you for sticking around all the way to the end of the episode. I know that was backwards, but I'll see you again tomorrow, just the same, with more full attacks.
Galadon, I'll come do a challenge when you give away a gym box as first prize.